Welcome back to Time with God series, Joyce Meyer's Everyday Life Bible Journey for Busy Moms. Hi, it's WendyMichelle Thompson, and we are reading Exodus chapter 38. Bezalel made the burnt offering altar of acacia wood. Its top was 5 cubits square, and it was 3 cubits high. He made its horns on the 4 corners of it. The horns were of one piece with it, and he overlaid it with bronze. He made all the utensils and vessels of the altar, the pots, shovels, basins, forks, or flesh hooks. That's an interesting word, flesh hooks. Really, that's what a fork is, flesh hook. Gives it a different kind of feeling, doesn't it? Wow, flesh hooks. And fire pans, all its utensils and vessels he made of bronze. And he made for the altar a bronze gate of network under its ledge, extending halfway under it. Verse 5, he cast 4 rings for the 4 corners of the bronze grating, to be places for the poles with which to carry it. And he made the poles of acacia wood and overlaid them with bronze. Verse 7, and he put the poles through the rings on the altar's side with which to carry it. He made it hollow with planks. He made the laver and its base of bronze from the mirrors of the women who ministered at the door of the tent of meeting. And he made the court for the south side. The hangings of the court were of fine twined linen, 100 cubits. Verse 10, their pillars and their bronze sockets or bases were 20. The hooks of the pillars and their joinings were silver. And for the north side, the hangings were also 100 cubits. Their pillars and their sockets or bases or bronze were 20. The hooks of the pillars and their joinings were of silver. But for the west side were hangings of 50 cubits. Their pillars and their sockets or bases were 10. The hooks of the pillars and their joinings were of silver. And for the front of the east side, 50 cubits. The hangings from one side of the gate were 15 cubits. Their pillars 3, and their sockets or bases 3. Verse 15, also for the other side of the court gate, left and right, were hangings of 15 cubits. Their pillars 3, and their sockets or bases 3. All the hangings around the court were of fine twined linen. The sockets for the pillars were of bronze. The hooks of the pillars and their joinings of silver. The overlaying of their tops of silver, and all the pillars of the court were joined with silver. The hanging or screen for the gate of the court was embroidered in blue, purple, and scarlet stuff, and fine twined linen. The length was 20 cubits, and the height and the breadth was 5 cubits, corresponding to the hangings of the court. Their pillars were 4, and their sockets of bronze 4. Their hooks were of silver, and the overlaying of their tops and their joinings were of silver. Verse 20, all the pegs for the tabernacle and around the court were of bronze. This is the sum of the things the tabernacle of the testimony, as counted at the command of Moses, for the work of the Levites under the direction of Ithamar, son of Aaron, the high priest. Bezalel, son of Uri, the son of Hur, of the tribe of Judah, made all that the Lord commanded Moses. With him was Aholiab, son of Ahishamach, of the tribe of Dan, an engraver, a skillful craftsman, an embroiderer in blue, purple, and scarlet stuff, and in fine linen. All the gold that was used for the work, and all of the building and furnishing of the sanctuary. The gold from the offering was 29 talents, and 730 shekels by the shekel of the sanctuary. Verse 25. And the silver from those numbered of the congregation was 100 talents and 1,775 shekels by sanctuary standards. A bekah for each man, that is, half a shekel by the sanctuary shekel, for everyone who was counted from 20 years old and upward, for 603,550 men. The 100 talents of silver were for casting the sockets or bases of the sanctuary and of the veil. 100 sockets for the 100 talents, a talent for a socket. Of the 1,775 shekels, he made hooks for the pillars, and overlaid their tops, and made joinings for them. The bronze of the offering was 70 talents, and 2,400 shekels. Verse 30. With it, Bezalel made the sockets for the door of the tent of meeting, and the bronze altar, and the bronze grate for it, and all the utensils of the altar, the sockets of the court round about, and of the court gate, and all the pegs of the tabernacle, and around the court. This ends the reading of Exodus chapter 38. Thanks so much for joining me. Please hit like if you are enjoying this. Share with others, subscribe, get the notifications, check out the other playlist. I would love to have you all a part of the community. Please comment if you have any questions, or you have some insight, or things that you learned during your walk as a Christian, things that God enlightened you with. I would love for all of you to share it. And it doesn't just have to be an experience that you had. Maybe it was a family member or a child. Please share. When we share God's light, we learn from each other, and we become closer and closer to being of one body, God's body. Thank you so much. God bless your today and all your tomorrows.